see if this works. We should be live. Tell me if you can tell if we're live. I even hit kick just for giggles.
Here we go.
Is it
never
live?
mind. That's a fucking ad. 1 second.
Hey, doesn't take much for me. I get excited. All right, I'm old. God,
Okay, the cow's up there. The cow's up there. I see the cow. Okay.
Does the cow mean we're live?
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, yes, I think so. All right. Let's see.
Holy shit. Okay, play the song. You think we're live?
Yes.
Yeah. LTU on fire.
Hot damn.
Rebel running wild.
Look at that shit.
Gidgy unhinged.
Yeah.
Cat lady unfiltered.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Woke up, felt like hot.
Oh my God.
No plan. Coffee cold, but the
Stop
chaos
it.
slam.
Stop
Timeline
it.
scrolling. Everybody mad. Perfect time for rebel rain. Chat going nuts. Donuts flying fast. Peace day dead. Yeah, we broke that pact. Screens glow red. Mods hold tight. Every take starting fights tonight.
Hello, Queen.
How whisper?
I don't behave. Crash out queen, no rules, no breaks. If it's messy, yeah, I'm involved. Else to you, running straight off the rails. Lights on, stream live, no retreat. Audience feral, smelling beef. Drama knocking, we let it in. Spin the wheel, let the chaos begin. No sleep till rebel. No sleep till
What is she doing?
world trembling. No sleep till rebel. No peace, no settling.
Stop it.
No sleep till rebel. Else can
Stop it. God damn it. I swear to God. If I poke myself.
I show up calm, but the claws stay out. Side eye sharp when the lies come loud. Receipts in my
Fucking
pocket,
whore.
facts on deck. Smile sweet while I break your neck. I flip the drum, recycle me. Turn hot takes into vintage tea. Everybody yelling, I sip and stare. Then drop one line, room goes dead. I chase clout, I curate this. Let them talk while I pass the test. When I speak up, tone get cold. That's grown woman damage, story told. Chat explode when we tag team up. One crash out, one icy cut. They say log off,
We say bet.
hit go live zero.
Let me till rebel. No sleep till rebel.
No sleep till rebel. Screenshotted evidence. No sleep till rebel. Spin the wheel, consequences. No sleep till rebel. LCU relentless. Hey, fat cam threats, civil wars, broken crowns on the studio floor. Frenemy switch every other week. Same people swear they hate watch me. Mods tired, chat still fed. Thumbnail out, border red. If chaos had a resident, it'd be live at the Rebel stand. No sleep till rebel. Don't sign. No sleep till rebel. Wheel spin. No sleep till rebel. Crash out. No sleep till rebel. Receipt drop. No sleep till rebel. LCU forever. No sleep till rebel. We don't calm down. Ever. This ain't a phase. This ain't a bit. This is rebel. Good night. Nah. Yeah. No sleep till rebel. No sleep till rebel. No sleep till rebel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have missed you so fucking much. Welcome to motherfucking Rebel. It has been 10 long days, and I have missed you, little motherfuckers. It's probably been longer than that because I was so fucked up the last time we met. And you know what I have to say to that? Let's get more fucked up! Oh my
I think
God.
in our last stream, I got drunk off of 3 beers to the point where I was no longer understandable. I was speaking my own language.
Hey, you know what? As long as you understood, I have decided that is okay in life. Fuck it.
It happens every once in a while, like really, really far apart.
And every once in a while, hey, nothing wrong with it. All right. We have so much to catch up on. I'm going to tell you right now, I've already seen the trend. Rebel is not following it. We are not going to be chit-chatting about fucking Fat Camp for the next week. Y'all watched it. I was there. We can talk about it for a day or two, but holy shit, I have a feeling we are going to get real fucking sick of Fat Camp real quick, and it's already been over for 2 days.
Sindel, thank you for your nightly one Rebel gifted
Sindel,
membership.
thank you so much. Sindel, you are so amazing. I appreciate you so much. You really make me smile. Thank you very much for being so dedicated. It's so awesome. There are a few people that are... You guys are awesome. I missed you guys a lot. I did. It was very hard to be the one show that, in my opinion, graciously gave up the time slot to people that deserved it, that were there as a team, and then to Twiggy, who flew that way. I made it very well known on Queens. I was very upset that Big Murph did not get to do a full show. That's a shame to have flown that far and gone through as much as she did to not get to do a show. So, of course, I had no problem giving it up. I missed you guys. I did. But I still feel like I did the right thing. So, go.
One thing, we still have some old dono goals or something up. Second thing, Kenny Watkins, 5436, Queens viewer here. That Rebel song is now stuck in my head. It is fire. I mean, it is fire.
We worked hard on that one. That one will never go away. Thank you for telling me about the stuff on the screen. I apologize. We have no goals tonight. We have nothing. As Yo Mama says, we just doing a show. We are just doing a show, man. Lord have mercy. Okay.
I would love to do a react stream on the weekends, and I could just pick a couple of streams and just do some of our own react streams. Yo Mama's not the only one who can do react streams. We can do that too.
Yeah. And watching him, it's something, right? It's definitely something. Listen. I don't feel like Yo Mama had FOMO from Fat Camp, but I feel like it's his way or he's going to make you look like an idiot. For instance, me saying that Brantley had the same power as you or me. I do believe that. Do I believe she has more power over Keem's penis? Absolutely. Do I believe she has more power over Keem's dinner? Absolutely. But when it comes to his work, there are plenty of CEOs that separate their work from their relationship. I think it's horrible that we're trying to crucify someone that doesn't have a voice aside from being just a viewer. So, I don't know. I stand firm on that.
I have a whole lot of things I could say about what Yo Mama has said tonight and throughout the past 2 weeks. But let me tell you, there are several comments that say your face looks skinnier. In fact, somebody asked you if you'd been using Ozempic. You've been GLP-1ing it?
No. Yeah, no, nothing except good old meat, cheese, Planters peanuts. We switched to Walmart's peanuts today. No syrup. I promise there is no syrup in my diet. Not even sugar-free syrup. The thing is, people think when they see sugar-free that means no carbs, right? It doesn't. It doesn't. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're keto, you want to stay sugar-free. You want to stay. So, yes, when you do finally get to a certain plateau in keto, sure, you can do things like keto bread, keto snacks. but the sugar alcohol is so high in those, it really messes with your metabolism. So I tend to stay away from those things because they really do just, that's a pathway. That is just a pathway. When you have bread, all you want is Texas Roadhouse bread with apple butter or cinnamon honey butter, whatever the fuck it is that Roadhouse has, okay? So it's just a gateway drug. As a true food addict, I'm gonna tell you, just don't eat it. Just don't eat it. Pretend bread doesn't exist. You're
When
so
my
much better off.
husband did keto, I would have to send pictures of stuff so that he could tell me if it was wrong or right, because I have no understanding of what's the sugar, what isn't the sugar, or whatever.
Right.
And so he would tell me, like, I can't have that bread. It says keto, but it's not keto. I can have this one. And I'm like, that's the one you said tasted terrible. And he's like,
And it does, but it's all you can have, right? Yeah, I get it. I get that. I learned to live when I was being good and of a normal size. I learned to live with tortillas, carb-free tortillas. They weren't too bad, but no, I totally get it. It's a challenge. It is definitely a challenge, but it's worth it because I'm seeing results, and we're only talking 10 pounds right now. So I can't wait to see what 50 pounds looks like on me, baby.
Dindo would like you to know, love that you two are back. I so appreciate you both. Have a fantabulous week. Lovely ladies. Hugs and prayers with the smiley face surrounded by hearts. I don't know what that's called.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You guys, 2 weeks. 2 very long
It was
weeks.
fun though, right? I told you. Look, you can be aware of your surroundings and what people are doing. That's fine, but just go.
It was so
Just
fun.
go.
It was so fun. It was, I'm not joking, you guys. And I know people are going to make fun of me. I know your mama's going to eat this up. But I'm telling you, the fact that he got all of us together and was able to make it such a good experience for so many of us. I know Tina was miserable, but Tina was so sick when she went. She barely had any days to enjoy herself, and then her leg fucked up. And I felt guilty because I really did enjoy every single minute I was there. The first week, a whole lot more than the second week. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely. But the whole thing was absolutely amazing. I think Keem is an amazing boss to have put something like this on for us. It was very special. It was something that I will remember for the rest of my life without a shadow of a doubt. Meeting Angie and Amac, one of the highlights. For sure. They are amazing women. What? Tell me.
There's a whole list of things that you took besides the syrup. You took Lisi's instant pancake mix.
No,
and
it was in the
looks like
second drawer. It was in the second drawer. I know exactly where it is.
It
was
like you
with the
also
2
took
loaves of
Pesci's
bread.
vape. Did you take Pesci's vape?
I did take Pesci's vape. I do have Pesci's vape. I'm the one that has Pesci's vape. We couldn't find it. It was in my shorts pocket. I almost washed the damn thing yesterday.
Also, I'm going to read one more comment. Gidgy, May 21st, from Matt Tinney. I'm having major surgery in the hospital. They're removing 4 teeth. I have to have it done in the hospital because of my heart attack last year. I need prayers, please. Thanks, Matt T. Matt T,
you got it, darling. You will be in our prayers always. Thank you for that. And you're going to be just fine. Trust me. Good for you for getting it done, taking care of it, and not letting it get bad. I have missed so fucking much. You were amazing on Nerds. Everyone wants you to be on Nerds. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a forewarning. Everybody loved you on Nerds there. We were all talking about how good you were, but here's the deal. And I said it behind the scenes, and I'll say it now. Cat Lady's going to do good no matter where she goes. She's come out of her shell. She's not afraid to go out and get it. She's got her health under control, and it's very obvious that, she wants to do more, and I love it. I think it's great. I think Cat Lady's very talented and could absolutely handle 2 shows without a problem. But just putting my 2 cents out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I had so much FOMO, okay, watching Fat Camp, that next year I'm going to drug my husband and drag him there. And I'm going to ask if I can use talents from my previous career to be the program director. Because, the things like
could
not
use that.
organizing people, having a producer, stuff, because, the shows of people who never went had no idea what they should organize beforehand, right?
Right.
Not being able to make your assets, like your thumbnails and stuff, and hoping somebody back home can help you. All of those different things, having a program director who manages all of that happening.
Making sure the
and-
shows were produced, because when you're there, you can't produce your own show. You can't do what we're doing.
Right. So that is,
mean, you can't.
like I said, I'll just have to drug my husband and take him with me. But
I do think that would be amazing to have someone that would coordinate all that. That would have taken a huge load off Keem's head, right? To worry about all that plus live.
I can coordinate where equipment's going for every single person's stream, so you wouldn't feel like the first week or even beyond you were stuck sitting at the table.
And
Plus,
Keem
you
had
could
to coordinate
organize having the exercises and everything, being in streams, and just the things that people, maybe have like felt was a little different this year from Fat Camp 1 to Fat Camp 2. And that's what you do every year when you have an event like that, right? It's not only you make it bigger, but you learn from what are the things
Right.
that, we learn we need.
Right.
And
Yes. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I know. I get it. And I think that would have been amazing. I think ideally that was kind of what Phantom was going to do, but things kind of got skewed.
yeah, I'm not going to fall in love with Fupa, so everybody be safe from that.
The first week was so fun and simple at Fat Camp. It was so fun and whimsical, and we were... God, that second week felt like a year. I mean, it was...
They felt like a week watching it.
Doing both shows, it was really easy. The time went super fast because I had 2 shows. So I got done with Queens, and then boom, it's time to start considering Rebel. What are you going to do? How is your show going to go? And, that was a lot. And I was fucked up, and that was a lot. And I didn't do a lot because Cat Lady did it because I was fucked up. But no, it gave you, I had purpose. And when I'm just doing Queens, it's like, well, fuck it, let's get fucked up. We ain't got shit to do, nowhere to be. Fuck, I was in bed by midnight. It was bad. But we were normally up gossiping. No. Actually, it was tough because Angie and AMAC got the same shitty time the whole time they were there. Like, they never got a better time, which really sucked. So they had to be up at the ass crack of dawn every single day except the weekend at Fat Camp, which sucked because they were always asleep when my I wasn't drunk, but my inebriated, fucked up ass would stumble into the room and want to chit chat because I'm so fucking high. I think the pillow's my best friend. I'm running around screaming chubby money, and these poor women are trying to sleep. So that sucks. And Abby's show was right after mine, so she was up making noise. And Wonder Woman, I don't think actually sleeps. I think she just lays down flat for an hour, recharges, and then gets up and starts doing something again. So yeah, the sleeping arrangements were great, but we were just never all on, unless we were napping. We all chose the same time to nap for some reason. It was like late afternoon. When after the sun went down, it was like, ooh, yes.
Do you have any stories? Because, look, we not only watched it, but we've listened to an entire day circuit of people talking about the same things, right? Well, what about the things we haven't heard of? Do you have any secrets of Fat Camp to tell us?
Because I got stoned. Because I got high.
Cajun lady, thank you, and welcome to Cash Cow. Also, I am so, not in a very
Cajun lady
parasocial or weird
1961?
way. Yes, I want to tell you, I'm so proud. You lost all the weight. You went and got the surgery, and I'm so glad.
That's
every
Boss
time
Lady.
I've been Oh, that's Boss Lady. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about her, and she just got the surgery and the skin removal, and I just want to make sure because nobody sees it in chat, and I just want to be like, damn, I just want to tell her how proud I am of her in like a non like intrusive way.
I love that. Kaizen Lady is an amazing woman. I have known her for many, many years from way back in the day. And that is such an honor that you have subbed here. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate that a lot. You know, I heard a lot of people when I fucked Tina over before, and it's taken a long time to get people to realize that, yes, I was a cunt, and I have learned from it. But do I have any stories? You know, I have a lot of stories, but you guys aren't going to like them. I'm telling you right now, and I told Tina this earlier, it's funny how nobody's talking about the fun stuff. You know, about the nights when we were all sitting around the table and we were all, you know, just talking about different things in the LCU that were just silly. Like, I don't even want to use an example, but just the way that we talked about, you know, the LCU has brought us together. The way that we were able to spend 2 weeks together as a dysfunctional family, if you think about it, especially the people that were in that main house a lot, right? It felt like it. And it was an amazing, fun experience. I saw a really wholesome moment with one of our hosts here in the LCU and some of our bosses helping out this person. It doesn't matter what, but I was lucky enough to witness it, and I thought it was beautiful. I saw Mike and Keem both at the end of the night when people were drunk and didn't have food say, okay, you know, I'll pay, go get this, or okay, I'll pay. And when they say, okay, I'll pay and go get this, they're spending hundreds of dollars. Like, I think Mike spent $200 yesterday. We were watching the live stream on Whataburger. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend. And then Keem spending before, yeah, it's a lot of fucking fries. But it's just crazy. I mean, I saw the food bills, you know, when Keem would say, hey, go get 40 steaks for everyone. 40 fucking steaks. I mean, you could just imagine how much that is in today's. So, you know, I don't know. It's really hard for me not to be that. I drank all the Kool-Aid and it was so yummy. And I just love the LCU. But it's really hard not to. I was treated like a fucking princess for 2 weeks. They were so good to me. And everyone there was amazing. I don't have these horror stories to tell. Yes, Phantom followed Fupa around like a lost fucking puppy dog. We all saw it. Yes, Ultra was sweet on Abby. We all saw it. But it wasn't some crazy Diddy party. It wasn't some, what are we going to do to manipulate the LCU today? Everyone get on the same script. We're going to talk about this today. Do you understand? It's nothing like that. It's so sad to me that people believe that, you know, people, I don't know.
Well,
I learned a lot.
I'm telling you that they want the drama.
I know they do.
Jacob Waters asked, why did Keem say you said the Pesci stuff when you didn't?
Okay, so my understanding, and I was asleep when this all broke. So you have to remember, this was 2 nights prior. Have I earned a hit off Pesci's vape yet? No? Okay. Well, just let me know when I have.
Is that what we're doing? Are we doing bops off the vape? Bops off the vape?
But this is the real one, and we're going to be in trouble because this is the real one, and it really does get me. I can handle my other one when I'm streaming. Anyway.
Okay, guys. Can you put a goal in? Does your keyboard work yet?
The new keyboard sitting right over there at the front door, however, does.
Oh.
That would have required me not to have said, fuck it, I'm going to sit here and watch Yo Mama and get fucked up. And then Sweet Nick and Sweet T, God bless them. Fuck. Anyway.
They had a pretty good stream tonight.
They did. I enjoyed it.
It's really amazing how well Angel fit right there with them. Like, it was pretty good, right?
I'm an Angel simp. I'm an Angel simp, but I also know that Lacey will kick my ass if I say that Angel is good anywhere else, because Lacey has threatened us all with Angel. It's kind of like me with you or me with you. Like, don't touch my fucking co-hosts. No.
Well, she could come after me. It's okay. I'm not afraid of Lacey. There's not really a whole bunch of chairs in my house she could pick up.
Look, I've been next to that little firecracker. I'm afraid of her.
Okay.
Lacey's not fat. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't say that. She's short.
She's
I definitely have arm reach on her. And my arms are still so skinny that I could basically use them like swords. Instead of punching people, because I'm not very strong, I could just take my skinny little arm and I could just and use it like a sword through a person. I've got that. Real good. Let's see. OG.
Okay,
OG. Oh, Groovy Cow. Oh, Groovy Cow.
Oh,
Tell us
Groovy
about
Cow.
Fupa Shrek ass. Okay. Now we know the drama. Right.
What about me walking around naked?
Well, yeah, we know about that. We know about your Winnie the Poohing.
And y'all thought that was going to be the highlight of Fat Camp. Holy shit, did we not know what we were in store for? Fuck me.
It was rough this last week.
Right. I'm glad I'm not the only one that said that. It was just
every day literally felt like a week, even as an audience member. You never knew what was going to happen or what was going to come up.
As someone that witnessed it, it was the same. I felt the same. I was like waiting, like pacing around the house in the morning until Queen started. And then I'm like, okay, just a few more hours and I'll get to see what's going to happen. And we would stay after Queens, we would stay out there by the pool and we would wait. And we would conjure, in this little circle of people. It's like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. Holy shit, bus is off the fucking rails. I don't know
J. Platt 724.
Hi, J.
Welcome
Platt.
to Cash Q. Cash
Thank
Cow.
you, J. Platt, very much. I appreciate
so
you, darling.
Much.
No, with Fupa, look.
Did she ever have like a girl moment with you where y'all talked or anything like that?
After the incident, yes.
Which incident?
When I attacked her.
Okay. Y'all had a girl moment after you attacked her. Okay.
Sorry.
What happened? What happened there?
She was crying outside. And it was real tears. And I'm a 56-year-old softie.
Yeah, I know that.
I thought me kind of going after her would be content, and then I was really pissed off, and then I pulled her hair at the end because I really was mad. But then I saw her crying, and I'm like, oh, dear God, did I do that? It was an Urkel moment, right? Like, oh, shit, did I do that? And then she explained that it wasn't. It was, it was a combination of everything. I added to it. And that was enough for me to realize, you know what? I'm sorry. You're a woman. And if you are and this is what kills me. And this is why I have to ride for her on this. I said, look, you guys have a thing going. It is not my place to tell you, what's right or what's wrong. I've spoken my mind. I've overstepped my bounds and I apologize. And we had a real moment. And I told her, she told me what her medical problems were. And I'll go to the grave with that. I would never repeat that. And I've learned because of how badly I scorned sweet tea, right? So I've learned to, some things do need to go to the grave with you. And that is something that will, because that's her personal medical stuff that is none of my business. And I felt bad for her. I really did. And at that moment, I don't want to make anyone cry. We were all having fun. Nobody needs to cry. That wasn't fun. I don't enjoy that.
That's why you went easy on her when it was your day to be her sergeant or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. You took a deep breath. What happened there?
Before we went live, she had asked me, wouldn't it be a great ending if I was having blood pressure issues or this and that? And I told her I'd go along with it. And I wish I wouldn't have, because I don't like doing stuff like that. I feel like it's a bad juju, first of all. I'm really stupid about shit like that. That's why when people accused me of lying with the kid, I'm like, That's the worst thing you can do, because it gives you, and I know that's silly. I know it's just me, but I really believe that. I believe that, you speak shit into existence. So I don't know. I don't like doing bits like that. I really don't. On Queens, sure, we do a couple of silly things where we pretend a snake's in the house. Ooh, Tina still didn't know, so it was fucking hilarious. But that's about as bitty as I can get. And so it was hard for me that day. And I here's the problem with what she asked me to do. If I was too hard on her, then it would be, oh, look, big bad Gidgy made her have fucking heart palpitations or some shit. So that was going through my head the whole time. I'm like, oh, dear God, I do not want this to come back on me, that she's going to have a fucking heart attack and it was Gidgy's fault. Oh, the fat ass Gidgy made the sweet little fupa, whatever. So I was just thinking about the optics the whole time. And so that's another reason that I probably went softer, because I didn't want to look like a fucking herder.
Okay, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, Keem had to call for Phantom because Phantom wasn't right there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot of times I saw either Phantom or Fupa on screen and I didn't see the other. And I feel like there weren't very many places that people congregated. There was place A, place B, or whatever.
Right.
But, I keep hearing, of course, that Phantom was up her butt. Phantom was everywhere she went. Phantom, was attached to her by the hip. So explain that for me. Explain that for the viewers.
Will you explain to my maintenance team why they can't turn my air conditioner on until Tuesday? God, this is miserable.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's so cool outside, but I get bugs in here if I open the window. I'm sorry. Okay. Ask what came in donos first, then we're going to go back to that because I see something out of the corner of my eye.
Okay, Cajun Lady 1961 says, I can't message in here. You can't message in here?
Hang on.
But, it's in a dono.
Yeah, that means she's not blocked. But why would it not let her? Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Hang on. Vamp for me for just a sec.
Okay, and then Mar 19 says,
I know who that is.
Super real overall. She seems like a mean girl. Did she have like a block on her or something like that? Cajun Lady?
I'm looking right now.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm thinking about the Fupa thing. Was she real?
Gidgyzilla says, Chubby said I stunk up the bedroom with my stink feet.
The first 2 days, the stink feet were so bad. So the flood that I walked into here, that's what I stepped in. I thought that's what it was all along.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh, Groovy Cow is also saying, I'm so confused now. It's a different story on Queens. Although I listen to Queens, and I might be wrong because I listen to it while I'm driving, and then I'm like cooking and doing homework with kids and stuff. It sounded kind of like the same story, but
what's different? What story? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Tasty Urchin says, I have to go to bed. Love Gidgy Girl.
Oh,
have a great show at Evening Queen Bee. Thank you. Please have
Sweet
a wonderful
dreams.
rest. Oh.
I love Tasty. Oh, such a sweetie. Okay, let's see. Permissions, community moderation, user management, cat lady.
Yes, that's me.
No, I'm just looking at, okay, all of our mods are good.
Ween Fane says, oh, Daddy
Why
T
would
going
Mama
to be mad,
B be
LOL.
banned in here? Mama B?
I don't know. Just take it off. None of y'all can shut up. Honestly, I don't think any of us are. Keem always wants us to be truthful. He always encourages us to tell our perspective and how we think and feel about it. And the truth is that some people will not tell you because they've been building a narrative, is that Keem has all of our keys. He can literally go on his phone, go to whatever channel and turn off our stream. He's done it. We've all seen it, right? at the drop of a pin if he doesn't want our stream to keep going on. So the
Right.
people who want you to believe that Keem is trying to force us to say something, or that Keem doesn't like what we're doing, or anything like that, the fact that they are doing it while on Keem's channel, because he owns all these channels, that he can stop the stream immediately, is like proof positive that is, honey, if y'all are looking for people writing narratives and false information for you, that's where you look. It doesn't make any sense once you think about it.
Who
right?
do we redirect to?
I don't know.
It's not Fire, right?
So why don't you tell them if Fupa was real overall?
Okay.
She seems like a mean girl, and I'll
Thank
try
you.
to figure out who we.
My overall impression of Fupa, mean girl, yes. Yeah. I mean, she sets herself up for that, right? She's very standoffish. She doesn't want to get close with anyone. She wasn't around anyone. She wasn't, she managed to get close with the people over in that house. You have to understand there were two houses. One's the main house where you saw the theater room or the jester room, things like that. And then there was another room, which was where Protect and his fiance were. Grim was, Lacey was, and Phantom and Fupa were. So, there was a lot of time where we didn't see them and they just hung out over there. So yeah, it definitely gave off Mean Girl vibes, for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so normally we would go to Jester, but I'm guessing they're not going. So Fire. Send it to
Fire's not
Fire.
going either, it looks like. I can't wait till Keem realizes these shows that have just decided, fuck it, I'm not going live, because Jester, I think, is still
I'm
owned
sure
by
he's
Keem.
going to be telling us whatever he wants to do on the 1st. He'll
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I don't know what we're doing from... If someone could let us know who wants that time slot, because that time slot's open.
I'll go to I'll talk in host chat,
Okay,
and then
perfect.
worst comes to worst, I guess 5:00 fluff starts.
Man, we went live longer on Queens today because nobody else was live. And Yo Mama trying to play it off like we were trying to take from a smaller show. Fuck you, asshole. We fucking redirected to Alpha, you fucking idiot. Smaller show. Yeah, okay. Alpha's pretty fucking small, dumbass. Fuck. Anyway, sorry. I'm just
That's okay.
irritated.
Back to Fupa. Was she real overall? She seems like a mean girl.
She felt like a mean girl. She did. She gave off mean girl vibes to me. But she managed to get along really well with Lacey. So I know. But look, at the same token, I feel like fucking Phantom gave off ick vibes too. They both did. They're both fucking weird. I mean, you guys know each other. You're texting each other for 2 weeks and you're comfortable giving him your nudes. What the fuck? That is so weird to me. Am I that old? Am I that old to think that you do not need a picture of my vagina after talking to me for 2 weeks? Or I don't need to see your penis?
Like, the entire thing moved way too fast, and I don't think we can all blame it on Phantom. The first week they were talking, they were already discussing where they would move to get closer to each other.
Yep.
And like possibilities, like if they would have children and stuff. And
Yep.
while that's definitely something you talk about before you start
In the first week?
Well, no, I was going to say that's definitely like things you talk about. Like if you decide that y'all are going to have like a long-term, like very committed romantic relationship, right? But that's not really stuff you talk about in the first week.
No.
I mean,
I don't get it. I mean, they had talked about where they would move if they got together, if they'd have kids, something about a wedding. I'm like, what? So this was both of them talking about this stuff. I'm so sick of all of it. I got sick of it at Fat Camp, and I'm really scared that we're gonna have to listen to so much more of this. I don't want
Did you get to catch any of Alpha? I guess you got to catch some. I mean, I know y'all did like crisscross applesauce with the strings for a while.
I finally just told Tina went up there, and then Mike came up, and we were just honestly watching it. And it's like, let's just go. Let me just send y'all over there. There was no sense in us being live at that point. But, we had a good stream, and I felt like it was, we hadn't been there for a while. Just like now, if we go over a little bit, I'm not going to feel bad if nobody's there. I'm exhausted, but you know what? I've got energy drinks.
Normally, Keem, if live isn't going, usually tells queens to take those 2 hours.
We apparently were, Mike had said, do whatever you want. There is no redirect today yet. We knew today was a day of travel for everyone. So I knew that it was going to be kind of up in the air. I have no idea what's happening with the overnight schedule, who's doing what, but.
So was it because the content was continuing to go on and not wanting to cut the content that y'all kept going instead of like going to Wild?
Is there a reason that we didn't? Oh, well, we got paid not to. $100 to extend. Yeah, we did an extension.
Because it was something that Yo Mama brought up as some like great white cape moment that he supports small channels.
Fucking spare me. That motherfucker wouldn't do more than 2 hours if you fucking paid that man.
No, he has. You can't say he doesn't do that because he has. He did a 5-hour stream this past week.
Oh, okay. I'll shut up.
Yeah. But, I just wanted to know because,
she can only message in Super Chat. That is really weird.
So is she banned?
No, because she couldn't message. She couldn't donate if she was banned. I knew that to start with, but I thought maybe it was some kind of weird, thing.
Yeah, she says, I can only message in Super Chat.
And that doesn't make sense because I watched her type in Queens. Fluff, Gidgy. Fluff
doesn't go on till 5.
They're back to their normal time, which is, they're opposite Chubby. They had to go back to their time. Keem did say that everyone was going back to time, so I'm assuming that's correct. I don't want to assume. You know what? We're just going to go live until somebody pops up or Gidgy passes out. What do y'all think?
I guess so. I mean, I did put a message in host chat, so if there's something different, if Sour Power is, just gonna fire it up for Jester or whatever.
That's such a good idea. He should do it. He should totally take that bitch back.
It's over.
Say, hey, baby. I mean, if I was him, I would have been talking to Keem in DMs and saying, okay, can I have my channel back now? Can I go live now? Can I start making money? Because Keem's going to keep money up until a certain point, right? For Fat Camp money. So after today, or after yesterday, I am so sorry, y'all. The screw is coming in the morning for the mic. God bless it. If not, Scooter's going to drop off the one.
You're having a rough technical day. So did your apartment survive? Are you prepared to move?
Not even close. Not even fucking close. It's just, no. No.
What's the plan?
No idea. Probably going to pay month to month here for 1 month and just move it slowly because I'm just so not prepared. I needed the 2 weeks. I need about 2 weeks to get prepared.
Yeah.
And I can get prepared, but I'm not now. And I knew deep down inside going to Fat Camp was going to fuck over moving, but it's so fucking worth it. I mean, so I go month to month for 1 month. You pay $400 or $500 more. Yes, it's a lot of money, but well worth it to go to Fat Camp.
Holy crap! They charge you $400 or $500 more to just to go 1 more month.
It was $600, and she said I'm gonna try and get it for you for $400 more. So I'm hoping.
Oh my god! Okay, it's been so long since I've rented. That is just wild to me.
Yeah. And but look, they have you by the balls, right? They can do it. Your lease is up. My lease is up today. So, today. Yes, today, 31st. Or the 1st, I guess, technically. But yeah. So
when you saw Fupa, were you super surprised?
I was surprised how standoffish she was. Everyone was really welcoming. Everyone was very, everyone wanted to be friendly and nice. Fupa did not. She wasn't there for that. And hey, I respect it. That's her game. That's her deal. She doesn't want to be, hey, more power to you. It just felt weird.
But like, in the way she looked, from the seeing her on live streams to like seeing her in person.
Look, we all look different, right? I mean, did you think that I would be as big as I was? Surprise! I think everyone looks different. I think the camera definitely hides a lot. I think Fupa is a beautiful woman. I think all the women that work for the LCU are beautiful women. I really, really want to stop insulting people based on their looks, because I feel like it is such low-hanging fruit. And I hate that I've stooped down to that. I never used to do that. I want to be wittier than to attack someone just based on their looks.
I don't mind making fun of looks, but I also feel like
I don't
it's
mind
not that
it.
serious. It's
Right.
very unserious, right?
Yes. I don't.
And so, I feel like it's just part of it. If you gotta roast me and you're gonna tell me that I'm old and ugly, go ahead and roast me and tell me that I'm old and ugly. Like, I got it.
The one thing I will say about every female host, dear God, our side profiles suck. There is not one female host in the LCU that can turn sideways and say, oh yeah, I'm that bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Not that was at fat camp.
Oh, okay. I wasn't at fat camp.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. I won't make the snake dance.
Abby could, but she's got to get up and fucking do it. Oh! Lord have mercy. Did you hear your mama going after my girls? Oh!
Your chubby girls?
Yes! Oh, Lord have mercy. We may have a battle. No, you're not. No, you're not. Apparently, Chubby is talking about your mama today, and he said, oh, I know they not. Did they fall down and hit their head? Maybe they did.
Well, he's calling AMAC a snitch.
For what? The french fries she tried to snitch on, I stole that from her. I snitched it. I'm louder than her. Don't take that away from me.
Did she was going to snitch on the french fries?
She was. I stole it from her. Yes.
Oh my God.
Damn it. I snitched. That was me. Damn it. I want the hat. She's not as loud as me. Little thing's half my size. She is so fucking cute. She like a little, you just want to put her up on the shelf. I fucking love AMAC. I fucking love that bitch. She is, I tell you what, those two, when they met for the first time and ran and hugged each other, it was the best meeting of everyone. Everyone, that was the best. I think Lila and Nightmare was the second best as far as people that, they had been waiting to meet. But it was so cute. I love those two girls. Ladies, women.
Do you have any other Angie and AMAC secrets to share? Tell us about, y'all shared a cabin, right?
We did. AMAC's
Did Angie
rack
fart?
is just as good in person. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. Angie doesn't fucking fart. Look, Angie, okay. Angie is so fucking quiet. Like me and AMAC, we're going to snore. We're going to make noise. We're going to talk, whatever. Angie, nothing. And she's still. And she sleeps. And it's just quiet. It's so weird to me. I've sat and watched over there to see if she'll move or fart. Nothing.
You just sat there watching her as she slept?
Well, I sat in my bed deciding if I was floating or we were stationary. I wasn't sure that night. So I did kind of just sit there Indian style in the middle of my bed. And it was kind of like I felt like I might have been floating out of, the movie The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Mm-hmm. I felt like we opened the other side. It's very fun. It's very fun. The amount of fun things that I just had my own little party in the bedroom by myself, just sitting there like, woohoo, we're here. there were some nights where, it did not bother me being around the alcohol at all. The only time it bothered me is when I was thirsty and couldn't find anything and opened the fridge and all that's in there. Because all I drink is water. All these fuckers had in there was fucking White Claws. Like, motherfucker. But it all worked out. Oh.
Okay, well, they're wanting some drama. They want some tea, Gidgy. We gotta give them tea. We've gotta take the leaves. We gotta put them in the boiling water. We've gotta seep it, and we've gotta pour it into a cup. Let's give them some tea. Maybe a little bit of sugar. Cajun lady, I just reset it, and it still won't let me message.
That is really weird. That sounds like something on our end. Does he share the box with any other cats?
I'm sugar and
My
cream.
guy only has one box. He has
No. I'm. That's a whole side conversation.
About
The
Theodore?
one and only. The one who wants to learn
I
has
love her.
taken in a kitty, and he's having a pee everywhere issue, and I'm trying to solve it at the same time.
He's enjoying marking his territory, huh?
Maybe.
That little gibber bastard did that when we brought his stupid ass home. That wouldn't let us neuter him for 2 more months. Little bastard. I love him, though.
Oh.
But anyway, sorry. I saw something about a litter box and got paranoid and thought it was my cat. But my cat's still pissed off at me that I left. But Scooter did come over and check on my cat every single day and gave him his treats. But he still missed his mommy. He did.
Okay, so
you guys want tea, but here's the deal. Okay, so the first tea that really happened, I fucking provided. Go ahead.
No, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting.
Okay, so the first tea was me running around naked, okay, which ended up with me not actually running around. Okay, so anyway, blah, 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 blah. Then we have, the Billy incident, right? My hand before God, still haven't watched all the videos. Still have not watched. I started watching. I'm kind of caught up with Cafe, but blown away by it. I'm asking you guys more for stuff at this point because everything. So when Billy happened, I swear to God, I was mopping the kitchen floor. I saw the aftermath. Everyone was happy. Glammy was still falling down outside afterwards. She fell and I don't know. That bitch falls a lot. A lot. She fell 1, 2. I saw her fall 4 times where I actually physically saw her fall. I don't know if her equilibrium's off, if it was the booze, but she definitely falls. So I'm not sure what happened out there with Billy, but I've heard totally different things. After meeting Billy, I'd have a hard time believing that Billy was trying to attack anyone. He seems very non-confrontational. He seems very hands to himself, very all about his personal space. I'm also a huge Billy simp, but again, I saw Billy and Glammy Lammy after that live stream. So it's really hard to say all these horrible things that I've heard about him when I saw everyone together afterwards. And, look, one of the things that I've learned is sometimes I open my mouth and I ruin other people's content because I call bullshit, and that's kind of fucked up, right? I don't let things play out, or I don't, and I'm trying to learn not to do that. But at the same token, if something's bad, I'm still going to call it and say, okay, this is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me.
I'm sorry, my cat's.
Oh, okay.
But I think she just took whatever toy she had and took it out of the room.
So the next two big things were Abby and Ultra and fucking Phantom and Fupa Cheese. And you guys saw everything. It's so to me, I know you guys want tea, but we lived it all. You guys saw it. I don't know. There is nothing somebody can come out with. Yeah, okay, apparently Phantom's been running his mouth telling everybody's secrets. I'm sure you guys saw Alpha. Phantom was the one that outed Lacey's boyfriend to Tina, and Tina, let us know today.
It wasn't real, right? It wasn't her real boyfriend. It was fake. It was incorrect, right?
That's the way I would have played it, yes. But that's not the way she played it.
What?
Right? So, yeah. So, y'all, I'm so sorry. I know I am perspiring. It's just the lights, I promise. It's not that hot in here. It's just the lights and probably me smoking. But no, fuzz is her real. That was real. That was real.
Just wait, somebody said he was married.
No, it's been her boyfriend for a long time. I don't want to say, look, the one thing I'll say about Lacey after meeting her, she's not as bad as everyone says. She's really not. She's a young
Lacey
girl.
Slept with Mike?
That's a lie. That is a flat out lie.
She did the lie detector thing and it.
I mean, I didn't watch the lie detector. I was driving, so I did miss. Wait, what was I doing? Wait, I wasn't driving, was I? They were out on the island. Wait, no, they were out on the.
They did that.
Lie detector was yesterday. What? Yeah. Oh, that's when I was dealing. Okay, so I am dealing with some medical stuff. Look, I'll just say it. I don't care. I'm just gonna say it. I'm 56 years old. I am morbidly obese, as you guys have all seen, and I started spotting at fat camp a few days ago. No big deal, but I have been through menopause for many, many years now, so it startled me a little bit. I'm going to talk to my doctor tomorrow. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's no big deal, but it's definitely taken a toll on me. So we'll see. But yeah, it's nothing, I'm not dying. It's not some crazy thing. I know my kids all worry. There's nothing to worry about. It's just, it was weird. And it was really sweet because I was rooming with Abby and I was able to talk to her about it. It's nice. For being a young girl, she's very smart about her medical stuff.
Echoes Reflect says today was my birthday. I turned 56.
Who said that? Echo?
Echoes Reflect, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Echo Reflect. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Welcome to 56. It is amazing. It has been a wonderful year for me. I cannot say enough about the things that I've learned and what I've been through so far. So you're never too old to change. You are never too old to learn. It's great. I am embracing every year that I'm blessed to be here. So good for you.
Auntie Bunny 2 says, I was in Glass VC with Phantom for over 3 hours, and I'm so done with trying to help him save his reputation and dignity. I have
Auntie
a question
Bunny.
about that, because there was a rumor that he had said in that 3-hour conversation that I'm assuming is the one where it was Jersey there and everybody, that he was talking about how he wanted makeup or breakup sex or something from Fupa. Can you tell me if that was true, Auntie Bunny?
Jesus Christ.
I'm serious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's not doing himself any favors. I want to ride for him. I do, but I see so much of what Fupa's saying to be, I know that's not what everyone wants to hear, but I mean, you guys saw a lot of what we saw, and you can just magnify it. The first week, again, it really felt genuine. After I went after her and I talked to her outside and she was out there with him and he was holding her, and then, I kind of wanted to talk to her along, but he wasn't leaving. He definitely wasn't leaving. So that's what made me feel that there was something there. But I feel like he may have pushed her right out of the way. Come on, ladies and men. You've gotten that feeling before when you're dating someone and they kind of get that, oh, okay, a little too much there, fella. Don't need to know your pooping schedule.
Says it's not true. Jersey said he didn't say that. Okay, thank you.
Good.
Yes, it was a rumor.
Good.
Do you know what the cleaning bill was at Fat Camp?
I don't.
I guess they haven't settled it
They
yet.
haven't. Yeah, they wouldn't settle it because we're not out of there until midnight tomorrow or noon tomorrow. So, but listen, there are going to be so many rumors flying around from people that didn't even go to Fat Camp. Make sure you check something out with someone you trust because, so many things have been said that are not even fathomable to me. Like, for instance, this whole Pesci thing. Let's go back to that because we didn't finish talking about it. So I wake up that morning. It was like 10, I guess. And everyone was already talking about Pesci again. And I heard it because they had the TV on out in the living room right outside our door. And I could hear him talking about it. I'm like, what is this? And so I got up and started watching it, and everyone was all talking about it. And I'm like, oh, that definitely happened. And I remember Keem came into the women's room, which he doesn't do. We were all dressed sitting in there. It was very obvious. The doors were open. And he said, Gidgy, what did you see? I told him exactly what I saw and exactly what happened. I was stoned. I wasn't drunk. I remember 99% of everything that happened. I never got, actually the most fucked up I was on Rebel when I was over there. Serious, honest to God.
But yet you didn't get a single penguin picture for me?
I may or may not have. Shut up.
Oh, by the way, Sindel says prayers, sweet Gidgy.
Oh, Sindel, thank you. Thank you. I'm sure it's nothing, but I just wanted to be, let you guys know in case, God forbid, who knows? I'm sure it's nothing. I just need to message my handy dandy pocket physician.
Auntie Bunny, we will definitely ADHD our way back to that. I promise you. So this time I'm looking at the spot, so I'll pull you up from members waiting. Okay.
We were talking about Pesci.
Pesci. Okay. What I heard is that before it happened on stream, that 2 days before, it had already been discussed as a group. So what happened there?
Okay, hang on. I want to clarify that. Where is my other cup to use for reference? Okay, so just so I have it. Okay. I need 2 cups so I can show you guys. So it happened in front of a table with Brantley, Xylee, myself, I believe. Who was this? Oh, this was probably sitting next to me was more than likely Abby, I think. And then Pesci, and then Albert, and then no idea, maybe no idea. A couple other people, right? Maybe 4 or 5 other people max were at this table. And Pesci's beer or Wonder Woman is the pink one, okay? She was coming out back at, she was cleaning. So she was coming in and out, and she was wrapping up, and she had set her beer down right here, right? And here was Pesci's beer. They were this close together, all right? Because they were going to be sitting that close together because there was a chair she pulled up in between, okay? So Pesci took a drink. Once she set hers down, Pesci took a drink, and he set his in front of hers. That was what I said. I watched him put it in front of hers towards the edge of the table. I don't know if he did that maliciously. I never said he did it maliciously. Okay. But when it happened, none of us were talking about who moved what. We were talking about that we've heard this. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is Wonder Woman spitting? So Wonder Woman took a drink of the beer, spit it out when I guess she realized, I don't know what non-alcoholic versus alcoholic Corona tastes like, but she knew the minute it hit her lips. She spit it out, and she was like, this isn't mine. And he said, oh, it was the old switcheroo that got you, or some shit like that. And then I just remember Xylee and Brantley. Yeah, and Xylee especially. Xylee was like, what? What'd you say? And he's like, oh, it was just a prank. It was just a joke. I was just pranking her, or something like that. Something to that effect.
Something.
Oh, yeah. No, he did. I will say that. That's the one part that even
Something
Albert.
Where it wasn't, oh, I'm just making a funny joke or trying to make a funny quip because you drank the wrong drink, but something more like, I was playing a joke on you.
Yeah. And he may have meant what you just said. He may have meant that because Pesci is not... Look, this is not a dig on him at all, but he is not the smartest person in the world, okay? So it's hard for him sometimes to say what he means and means what he says, right? Bottom line is, he was definitely yeah. And that's what I was saying the whole time when I said, I was like, yeah, I know. I know. Trust me, I know. But he's not a bad man. I do not think for a stretch of the imagination he was trying to do something malicious at all. I just don't. I really, truly don't. But here's the deal. Keem was never made aware of this. And he should have been. That's where I think the problem in Lie came out. Because somebody must have started talking about it again. And Keem heard it and is like, what?
Well, Turbo went on a stream and started talking about it.
Turbo was out there. That's right. Turbo was sitting. That's right. Turbo was right there. Maybe it was Billy over here. Could have been Billy. This is where the stoner part will take in. I won't remember exactly who was at the table all the way around. I can tell you who I was there with and who was smoking with me. But
I mean, Turbo brought it up on stream and was very upset about it. It was a very big deal to him. Okay, so I'm sure you've heard what people in the audience or in the community have created, right? And they're saying that, number one, Pesci said something about the plunger. Well, I mean, I know that I have eyes, and it was very obvious. It was a different shape plunger bottom.
Yeah.
It was a different colored handle. Is that something that anybody was really mad at, or was it just like a, you dumb fuck, like everybody knows?
I made the comment to him, like, you fucking idiot, you're worse than me. I do that shit all the time. Why are you going to ruin someone's bit, man?
Okay.
But, I mean, was anyone pissed about it? Like, you fucking idiot, how did... No.
Right.
No.
I mean,
that's what I thought was so weird that
Angie
everyone...
or Emac that was on stream when he did it, they were like, and she walked out of the room.
Yeah. It was like, you fucking idiot. Okay. I mean, and that's exactly what everyone thought. It's like, okay, no shit. You know, fuck, I don't know, I don't know. Yes, obviously they were not going to ask her to lick or kiss a dirty plunger. I do not believe that there is an adult that believes that anyone here in the LC... Okay, wait a minute. Let me take that back. I do not believe that there is an adult in the LCU that believes Keemstar would allow someone to make them kiss a dirty plunger. Let's say that.
Okay, the other theory is that Pesci said something about how Brantley was taking care of the dog.
Okay, that
Rudder.
pissed me off because here's why. Hang on. And I've noticed nobody said this. And I'm like, why the fuck? See, this is why I say Brantley's at a disadvantage. Because she doesn't have a fucking mic. Because if she had a mic, she would tell you. This pissed me off. I will be honest. I was vocal about this, as were many people. So everybody knows that Brantley and Keem lost a dog to a very unfortunate accident, right? And what Pesci did was he said, hey, I don't know what he said on stream. I have no idea what he said on stream, but I know he came outside and he's like, what's the problem? All I said was I found your dog running for the gate and picked him up. Well, when you say running for the gate is the end of the fucking property. Where Rudder would go is in between the reception hall and the main house, which is a straight jaunt back and forth, not near the gate. The gate would be, you'd have to drive much further out. When they got Rudder, come to find out, because Lacey was in the car and Lacey's the one that picked up Rudder, still don't understand why. We pass Rudder all the time on this road. And it's a little road. It's not even a road. It's like gravel. But that's where he was picked up, in between the reception hall and the main house, where he is every day, in this big grassy knoll where he plays. I don't know why they picked him up, but apparently Pesci said something like that on stream, and I'm like, you're such an asshole, man. Why would you say that because I found out where the dog was, and I went to him. This was not on stream, and I asked him, why would you say that? And he said, or no, he came out. It was in front of all of us when I said that to him. And I said, that's fucked up, man. That's where my mind went. And I'm like, the optics of saying something like that to everyone else, they're going to think that that dog was off running to the gate. I'm telling you, I love animals more than people. I would say something if that dog was not safe. And that dog was so safe. That dog he's not stupid. He's, and I'm not saying the dog has to be stupid to run for a gate, but he never got near that area, ever.
Well, I mean, I know that in chats that I saw people, and I know that I saw, like, Okay, when y'all did that big thing on the wooden floor outside where everybody was there and there was all like the condiments and whipped cream and all of that crap and some broken glass, you know, Rudder was going through it and licking around and doing all that. You know, and Chad has also been talking about that. Did he mention any of that too, or do you not know?
That was again, so in the front with the cream pies, that was the night that Gidgy was inside. I mean, it was a nightmare. I was inside helping prepare the pies before the live, and then Angie and I were in the kitchen the entire stream cleaning. God, I hope I'm not forgetting anyone, but I think it was just Angie and I at that point, because I think everyone else was involved in it out front. Oh, no, Glammy was not helping.
No, she wasn't.
Glammy was the one that I kept mopping, and she kept Keem, God help. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was so frustrated, but
Okay.
ooh, I tell you what, for a fat bitch that hadn't mopped in a long time, we're talking old school mop. Girl, it was a workout. It felt good though. It felt so good. Okay, so let's go back to, you know, the Pesci thing. You know, justice for Pesci. Pesci was wrongly. I don't even know that Keem knows about the dog thing. I don't know. I honest
No,
to
he
God.
does, because when he came on Gay that day and he talked to Pesci about it, you know, he goes,
Oh, see, I
don't
didn't.
even tell me. Yeah, he's like, don't even tell me about the dog thing, because your dog jumped in the water over and over and tried to drown itself in the water, and we rescued it over and over.
I did find out. I had said on Queens that, you know, look, Pesci obviously did something right. He's got an elderly dog. He did something right. Let's not, you know, make him out to be a horrible pet owner. Again, I don't like involving the pets. I think it was fucked up of Pesci to make it sound like the dog was further away than it was. I do once again believe that Pesci wasn't trying to be an asshole. I just believe he doesn't know. I don't know what it is about Pesci, but I know that I'm a sucker. I am, and maybe I am a fucking idiot, and maybe I'm a diehard for Tina, but I agree with what she said. He is very loyal, like a puppy dog loyal, and I don't think he's a malicious man. I really, really don't. Does he fuck up? Yeah, he fucked up when I worked with him, but that's just because he's not, you know, he's not the same as us. I don't know how to else say it without being a total fucking asshole. I don't. But, you know, Kalo's not the same as us either, and we praise the fuck out of that motherfucker. And I think he should get praise. And yes, I think Pesci fucked up. You know, not once, but a few times. But I do know, you know, I don't know if this is... I don't want to say why I think he actually got sent home, because I feel like that really is tea that I have no business saying.
Okay, but that's what we want to hear about.
Okay, I know it was seen on camera, so I'm not saying it. I need an energy drink. We're not ending in an hour and a half or whatever, are we? Fuck
No.
my ass.
Here, yeah, you take a deep breath. I gotta go turn off the air conditioner, because I swear to
Fuck
God,
you!
it's fucking 62 degrees in here. It's just too cold. I guess I'll let you get back over here. David Zesvingman 5485. I'm sorry I fucking said
David
that
Vingman.
terribly.
David
Thank you
Vingman,
for
an
4
ancient Dan.
months of Band World membership.
Good
Hi,
fucking
Tech
people.
Protect. Glad that you made it okay. Let me go turn off my air conditioning.
God, you guys, can you believe it? I think Tech Protect's an amazing person. Wonderful human being. I love the guy. God, I ate so much crow this trip. All right, you guys want to know some tea? I know that this has been said on or witnessed on Jester. I got a DM and listen, I have got a ton of messages to go through, but I'm 99% sure I was sent the clip. I will check on that, but the real reason that I heard that Pesci went home, or what made him go home, he was going through people's belongings.
Okay, who caught him going through people?
Jester.
Tell us the story.
It was on Jester. People saw him on Jester going through I guess it was Amex bag and someone else's bag. I maybe they know more, but that's not who I heard it from. I don't even remember who I heard it from. It was not a normal person I talked to. It was someone that hit me up in Discord. So I do know that it was seen on Jester. So if I had to guess, I would imagine that is the main reason he was sent home. And because here's the deal, I remember it being said in front of Tina, and Tina going, "Well, can't fight that, you know." I mean that. Even Tina said, "You know, you can't fight that." But it might have just been innocent. Like, I don't know. So that's the only reason. I would love clarification on that. If anyone does know, please let us know so we can find out if that's true or not.
Well, Susan Fairchild says no. He just moved Angie's stuff. That wasn't
Angie's,
in a bag.
not even Amex. So there were no bags that he went through, because that's what I was told. Well, he was going through, and I thought they said Amex stuff. Tina will remember who told us. I don't remember, but I remember because Tina was like, "Oh, well, can't fight that," you know. It was like, oh, shit.
A Styles, first off, I said your
Love
name
A
right.
Styles.
Moving something off a chair so he could sit.
Well, don't you know that's all the reason, A Styles? We don't need anything else. He stole everything, right? Right?
Echoes Reflect says, I think he was moving Angie's stuff in Jester room. So it keeps sounding like he just moved stuff.
Moved something. He didn't go through anything. And that's what I'm saying. I was hesitant to say anything, but I'm telling you, someone told us, Tina and I, that. And I will definitely get clarification from Tina, because she'll remember, because I remember her going, "Oh, what?" You know, she and I both were really taken back by that, because I'll be real honest. I did not lock my car once. I left the keys in my car. I parked next to Pesci on purpose because I knew he was really careful. I had cash sitting right in plain sight that he could have easily taken. I wasn't even remotely worried about it. I was never, if I'm being honest, and this is going to sound horrible, when I first got there, it was Fupa that I was afraid of going through my shit. Now that I know her, I don't think she would have gone through my shit. You know, the one thing I fucked up, I didn't bring any of my jewelry except my studs. I brought my studs with me. And I took them off immediately and just put them in my drawer. But, you know, I was a little worried. I didn't want to. And then, look at those studs, baby. How you doing? LCU pays well. Thank you very much. Keeman Brantley. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning. I mean, look at those.
Fiber Art says,
I
think the girl said on Chubby that he had just moved one of their bags.
Okay. So, see, that wouldn't... See, I wonder if that didn't get to Keem as something else. I don't know. Look, I don't think that Pesci's done anything that doesn't make him redeemable. He and Albert are hilarious together. I think that he's definitely got a place in the LCU. I think it was just, you know, a lot of unfortunate incidences all at once. But I give him a lot of praise for dropping everything and driving up there. That was...
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He had already quit because he just didn't have time. And
Right.
he still, when he saw Albert begging for him to be there, he dropped everything. He got in a car. He drove all the way from the upper,
Ohio,
US to
yeah.
Texas. And
25 hours, easy.
Came simply to help Albert. He didn't want to get his show back. The only time slot he can do is like 10 p.m. or something. He wasn't trying to get something or get paid or anything like that. He literally and solely came to support Albert. So I think a lot of us feel like he was wronged. You know what I mean? Because the only thing I saw happen that was maybe wrong is when he was confronted on gay. Instead of just being like, instead of being like, look, it was a fucking prank. It went wrong. It was tacky. damn it, I'm sorry. You know, if I need to apologize to Wonder Woman or whatever, fuck it. Let me talk to her.
Yeah.
Instead, he was like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I never, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he's someone who's done time in jail. He's someone who, you know, has sold contraband and stuff like that. And a lot of times when you've lived in those life experiences and situations, the first thing you do when you're confronted with anything is, you know, just say, oh, fuck, no, I didn't have anything to do with that.
Right.
And, you know, and a lot of people are just bad at confrontation at all. But I definitely think a lot of us feel like he was wronged. Because there were a lot more serious things that we saw. And like I
what?
said, you know,
Tell me what. I keep hearing that. And it's so frustrating. It's so fucking frustrating. I hate that I missed so much. And I was right fucking there. But I will tell you, having the studio in one place and the house in the other, a lot of us missed stuff. I am not the only one that's going to be saying this. I know I'm not.
I hope next year he figures out a way to move the main studio back into the living room.
I don't.
Really? And why is that?
Because I see why he did what he did. It made it much more professional. So now you know when you go over there, you have that whole fucking hall that you can do something with. You've got a stationary camera. We could have set up all those tables. We could have used that reception hall just like Live did. All of us could have. We could have moved shit back, moved shit around. We all stood right there in front of the table and just did that, but we could have gotten creative. I see a lot of ways that we could definitely improve, but look, you don't know unless you do it. Every year is going to be different. Last year was a lot smaller than this year. This year was bigger. There were so many shows going on. It wasn't just about Live, which I kind of feel like maybe it needs to be about Live. Is that bad? Like, is it bad for us all to go for 2 weeks on a paid vacation and just go and support our company, which is Lolcow Live? That is the flagship show. Now, I'm not saying support. Now, look. We all know Steak and Nightmare have big old attitudes. Now, Steak, I don't see what you guys see. I don't. I see that, yes, he can talk ugly, but I also know that Lacey has no problem with the way he talks about her because we even talked about it privately at a table.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. I feel like that problem, like the problem of feeling like, okay, from the first one, you watched Live basically be the only show streaming, right? And it had all that exercise and all that space and all that like cross, you know, use of hosts and everything.
Right.
I think that, again, could be done really well if you had a program director.
Agreed.
Because they could check in with every single show and say, okay, what's your plan? What kind of setup do you need? Do you have exercise? Do you need somebody from other shows so that y'all can... You see what I'm saying? Like,
Keemstar, listen.
It's just planning and, you know, prior planning, knowing the things you need for the show. And I just don't think that anybody knew that those were things they needed to come up with beforehand.
Right. Like now, this year, if you're going to Fat Camp 3, you're bringing a fucking Starlink, motherfucker. I don't care who you are. Fuck you, bring a Starlink, bitch.
Right? Bring a laptop and a Starlink.
Bring a laptop and a Starlink or you don't get the gate code, motherfucker. I'm joking. Look, part of me is still blown away that this major event just happened. We pulled it off. People can critique it all they want, but we're going to be talking about this a year from now because it was that fucking epic for Gidgy's fat ass to run from one end of the house to the other butt ass naked. Fuck all you. Fucking overshadow my shit with Fupa and fucking Phantom. Dear God.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about the steak issue, or do you want to talk about Fupa or Phantom?
Let's talk about steak first. My new BFF.
First. Okay. All right. So, Tina, Yo Mama, and I don't know who else have had things to say about Steak, his ego, and how he treats women. What are your feelings?
Yeah, I think he can absolutely get a little mouthy. But I also see him doing it to men. I heard people saying that, oh, he doesn't do this to men. I hear him spank your mama up one side and down the other almost nightly, whether it's in Discord or on live. So to say that Steak isn't equally mean to men, I'm going to have to call bullshit on your mama with that one. Now, what Tina D saw and what Tina D was speaking on with Lacey, it was heinous. It was heinous. But I heard Lacey out of my own ears sitting at a table when I was right next to Steak. Excuse me, I'm inhaling this carbonated drink like there's no tomorrow. And I heard him say something to Lacey like, get your fat ass up or something like that. And she said, I love it when you do that to me. And he said, what? She's like, fat shame me. It's like their love language. It's like Twiggy and I. I love that kid. I think he is amazing. And I know he's not a kid, but I think Twiggy is so fucking talented and it's so fucking lost. It pisses me off. Not by his own demise sometimes. But that's neither here nor there. Sorry. So with Steak, I think he's an equal opportunity shit talker. I think he talks shit to everyone. I remember when he talked shit to Keemstar and wanted to box the motherfucker. So, you know, with Steak, and maybe there is a side of me that is very, very soft for it because I saw a man that kept the peace, a man that was calmer than any of us, that was mature, that was not a yes man. I mean, is he a yes man? Of course he is. He's high up in the company. You don't get high up in any fucking company not being a yes man, you fucking idiots. Sorry, but if you're constantly disagreeing with the boss, I can't see him wanting you to be your right-hand man. Sorry, just saying. Little reality never hurts, people. But I saw a man that cares about his family. He was with his wife every single day. He brought that woman. She was never on stream. Never. She was never, you know, if she didn't want to be on stream with his kids, they never. But he cared about them and he spent time with them and he made sure he went home and he called it home when he was staying at this Airbnb with them. He is an amazing father, an amazing man. I can't say enough good things about Steak. I was so wrong about that motherfucker. It is disgusting how wrong I was about him. If it weren't for Steak, I have a feeling there would have been a lot more bullshit that happened. And, you know, again, maybe that's just me being, you know, overcompensating for being so ugly to him before I got there. I don't think I am, but I might be. Like I said, I've heard him talk shit to men too. I don't think he treats women any different. I think he treats everyone the same. We all agree. Angel, that was too much from everyone. But
Did he talk shit to Turbo?
Steak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he talk shit to Billy?
I'm sure. Oh God, yeah. When they were playing. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
I mean, I know that he talked shit to Boogie and Nightmare because they're his co-hosts. So, you know.
No, he fucked around with Turbo hardcore. Like, I would assume most of it was caught. God, I hope it was caught. But yeah, no, he was like, I mean, he shit talked me and told me to get my. Now, I will be honest, he was very respectful to me. I think in person, when you realize how old someone is, I could tell he has manners. So I feel like he definitely talked to me differently than he did the younger girls. And I understand that and I respect that. But I don't feel like he changed a whole lot. He's like, get your old stoner ass over there, something like that. He was fucking with me. You don't agree. I can talk to me. What is it that people are seeing that I am blinded by? Because yes, I drank the Kool-Aid. I did. So I'm going to have to.
Well, okay. Let me first preface this by saying I believe in equality. I guess I'm a little bit of a feminist and like, I don't feel like you should decide to treat me differently because I have a vagina. Okay. I can take it and I can dish it better than any motherfucker in the LCU. Okay.
I agree.
So I expect to be treated just as tough and bad and bold as anybody else gets treated here. Right. But like the point that your mama made where it's okay when he does it on the internet and not in person, I think is wrong. I think one of the things we forget is that it's the LCU.
Right.
And us shit talking each other and all of that, it's part of what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Right.
But I also see how oh my God, Erin, she just upgraded to a pay pig. Thank you. Pig, 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 pig. Work it out. Is that good? Is that a good pig song? Is that a pig song just for you, Erin? That's your...
Erin, what are you doing up? Oh my God. Erin, Jesus, you know what? I just clicked over. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm really sucking. We're not making any money, are we? I really suck at this. I really suck at this. But
That's okay. I haven't been...
Thank you so much, Erin. Thank you so much. I have nothing. I have nothing.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
It's the best I've got right now.
Well, I made a big song. I sang her own
You did sing
song.
her. Erin, thank you very much. That is amazing.
Thank you.
I love that you're going to be pink now in Discord. Oh, that is I love that you're awake. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh. I'm very touched. Okay.
My thing is when I watched him speak to men, he wasn't calling them cunt, bitch, or whore, or whatever. Yes, he would call them fat and whales and whatnot. And I think what people feel is really harsh when seeing a man talk to a woman are, them being called bitch, cunt, whore, and those specific words. Because in polite, normal society, right?
Mm-hmm.
In polite, normal society where almost all of our audience exists and where we spend most of our time existing,
well,
it's very disrespectful to say those things to women, right?
Right.
But I think part of it is that the audience forgets that we're part of the LCU. So just because I have boobs and a vagina, I'm still a man basically here, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm eating my second to last edible.
Oh. But I also think that if you're going to call women cunts, bitches, and whores, you can't not call men cunts, bitches, and whores. I know that the men of the LCU are much more pussy than I am, but I think they deserve to be treated the exact same, right?
I agree.
As far as him having a lot of vitriol towards Fupa, I'll tell you, I saw several times on camera that she was shit-talking his wife and children to him. And I'm not going to blame him for feeling a certain kind of way about someone who is shit-talking his wife and children. Because I promise you, you want to shit-talk my husband and my children? What will I do? What have you seen me do? I'm going to give it to you from your ass out your mouth.
Yeah, you're going to, yeah. I didn't know this. I just found this out on Queens that she was saying things about, like, his kid doesn't look like he's his. Girl.
Sitting next to him and she never stopped. I mean, even that last night in the jester's room, she was sitting next to him talking shit to him about his wife and children.
What was he? What? I hate that I missed this. Damn it.
Well, because he was trying to stand up for Phantom, and of course, if she can't yell "oh" for you, how is she going to get to you? And she knew by the entire time that she could say things about his wife and children, and it would get to him. It worked. She'd found that button. So if she couldn't just blatantly scream over people, she would push that button.
And would she say mean things about his wife? Like, do we have any specifics?
If you want me to find clips for tomorrow, I can find you clips.
That's just going to really piss me off. That's really going
to... As far as, like, catching up, you better start with that very last Jesters. I got so much more to say about what I saw happen in that last Jesters. I'll tell you right now. For one, Fupa sitting there talking about how he needs to delete my nudes. Okay, let me tell you, it started out last night, her demanding he remove the entire thread.
Right.
Block and delete her number. And the problem with that is that a lot of us believe she's trying to hide her tracks of things that she said to him so she can later add more allegations and he can't disprove it.
Okay, girl, you know what scared me all along? And I said it to Keem. I said, dear God, you realize this bitch is going to come back and say, they forced me to sleep in a room with him. And I'm just waiting. I am fucking calling it now before it happens. I said that the very first night. I'm like, oh my God. Now we're forcing her to sleep in a fucking room with him. Here go the accusations. And I said all along, who's going to leak shit? Who's going to be the problem? Not going to be Gidgy now, is it?
Now, do I believe that he should get rid of the nudes? Get rid of the nudes. But let me tell you something else from the woman who is saying, oh, but you've got my nudes. Last night.
Gave them to him.
Yes, she gave them to him. But last night, on that Jester stream, she started asking for dick pics.
Oh, yeah.
Of the other men in that Jester room.
Yeah.
And not only that, you could hear her telling them her comparison of their dicks to
his.
dick.
Yeah.
But yet she is saying that Phantom in the future will do something wrong with the pictures that she sent him and never acknowledges and is never accountable for what wrong she just did less than 10 hours ago.
So all you hoes out there, send your vaginas to Phantom and let him compare them to Fupa's vagina. Since that's apparently okay.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Look,
no, I agree. I think equal
look,
treatment. I agree.
Fupa or Phantom, I'll tell you, he's a man who was divorced 6 years ago by a wife who did not want to be married anymore, and he did not want to not be married anymore.
Exactly. He didn't want to know it, right?
I get it. I get it. He has issues, and I'm gonna say like people have anxious attachment and shit like that and have those kind of issues. Do I think it's okay? No, I think he needs to go back to therapy to work on himself before he should get into a serious romantic relationship. Absolutely.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree.
But the thing is not only is Fupa unable to take any accountability anytime she's faced with her own behavior, I think she has so much blame in the entire situation.
I don't disagree with you. I think she's got a lot of blame. No, I don't disagree with you. I've said it all along. I can't ride for either one of them in this because they're both fucked up. And I think you just said that very well. Phantom absolutely needs some therapy. But I don't think she's without saying she needs some therapy, right? Is that bad? I don't know. But I just feel like
just know that Phantom could go through like DBT or something, and he could learn the skills, and be able to like become capable of a healthy relationship. But I'll tell you, I don't know that Fupa will ever be capable of it.
Is that the drug DMT? DBT? No, DMT.
It's like dialectical behavioral therapy.
You're so smart.
It's a framework of therapy, but one of the things I say all the time, like radical acceptance, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's one of the key theorems. It's part of that framework, and being able to say I'm not in control of this, and I can never change the past, and being able to just confront what is real, what is factual, and say, I see me, I see the bad texture, I can accept it as it is, and I can rise above my emotional, responses. And I mean, I really truly think that I could see him being able to do that. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's really scary and stalkery. I just know that I've spent a lot of time talking to this man behind the scenes. I've probably talked to Phantom more than Fupa ever did.
Mm-hmm. Okay? I do know that. Yeah, yes, absolutely. No, I get it.
And I know, but we were never on a romantic level. So I know that he's clearly a very functioning, usually a very logical person, but he is obviously very wounded and just does not understand how to behave appropriately, and he cannot sacrifice that ego in that place, and so just behaves really badly, right? But I tell you, are you okay? Oh, you muted. I was like, why did it sound different all of a sudden? But I just don't know that somebody who cannot be honest to herself can never. She has been completely dishonest, back and forth, flipping and flopping, and angry about things like not being able to control the narrative and stuff like that. And she just, to me, all of the accusations they give ALR are basically the same accusations you could put on Fupa. Like, the only difference is that she did well on Ozempic. Right? Like, that's literally almost the only thing I see different between the two. Are you okay? Okay. Yeah,
For fuck's
Fupa
sake,
Lynn,
I was-
Bunny. Like, exactly.
Yeah, so that's my question, though. Like, Amber just started it, so maybe she will be good with it.
Well, she's on
What'd
that
you think
Wegovy
about
or whatever. I
Fupa
don't
wanting
know.
queens?
Oh, it would never happen. She doesn't know. She has no clue about content. She has no amiability. I mean, like, look, I love the balance between you and Tina, right? You have somebody who is uber glazy, cheerful, and whatnot, right? That's you. And then you have Tina, who is rough, just, this is the God's honest truth. And, she'll tell you, shut the fuck up, Gidgy, or Gidgy, you're fucking glazing, quit that shit, right? And I think it balances. But when you think of Tina with Fupa, so you have one person who barely says anything, who refuses to do any of the stuff that Queens does, who almost always looks completely miserable, like a stick is up her ass. I just don't think that would work. When people like Xylee say things like, I think Fupa's great, I'm thinking, like, did you just get a lobotomy? Why in the world?
Xylee and Nightmare love Fupa. They love Fupa. They think Fupa needs to be on. I don't get it.
I mean, like, Fupa isn't even capable of, like, I don't know. She's not even capable of shit talking and having a conversation back and forth. The only thing she can do is raise the level of her voice, and she does it like the worst way possible. It's like, why don't you get one? And, like,
it's so bad.
What the hell?
I know I'm loud
It's so
and obnoxious,
forced.
but holy yes, that's what I can't stand about it. It is very forced sounding when you are in the same room with that. I wouldn't trust anyone with a sharp object around her. I'm just gonna say that with all honesty. Holy shit, I don't know how she reaches the octaves she does. I don't want to know. It's not normal. It's not healthy. Nobody needs to hear that. Blah! Sorry, that was just her. That screaming is too much for me. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
So, I mean, that's the whole thing. And she finally was confronted with the realization that if you wanted to be on Queens, you would have to do the Queen shit. And she was like, oh, I would never do any of that.
Well,
Okay,
golly
cool.
gee willikers.
Pop that dream.
Go ahead, Tina, go ahead. I'm going to watch you do it. Excuse me?
So, I mean, I just hope Phantom gets help for himself instead of continuing to just go down the road. Because that's the thing. If he doesn't get help for himself, then he is going to be
again.
that scary stalker, like,
Yes,
never be able to
yes.
have a romantic relationship person.
I
okay?
agree. I agree. He does. Phantom, you're a good man. You've done great things in your life. You've raised your children. You're just take care of yourself now. Because I think, being able to be in a productive relationship is amazing. That's what I'm striving for. That's what most of us are striving for, is to be in a relationship that is fulfilling, that gives you something back. And you always have to remember, if I'm putting in this, am I getting the same out? What am I, and I feel like maybe we have to evaluate that a little bit closer sometimes.
Okay.
I wouldn't spend $300 on someone at Walmart, but that's just me. I mean,
What could y'all possibly needed there for $300? Well, I mean, okay, you're talking to someone who only buys like 2 or 3 days worth of groceries at a time. Because if
she
not,
wasn't buying
it'll-
groceries. That wasn't groceries. That was like personal stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. Was he buying her makeup? Was he buying her clothes? I don't know. I'm assuming like she apparently was blowing up the Discord about some $46 bottle of shampoo that she thought someone broke. And it's like, bitch, who gives a shit? Shit I was using, they had these really fancy big I'm like, fuck, they got the free shit.
Unscrew the top. You don't have to pump it out of the pump. And there's like this much out of the bottom. No, I saw it.
Oh, you
It must
saw
be
that?
really
Okay,
not-
so that.
yeah,
Okay,
it
but
must be
why do you
really
have to
nice
tell
to
everyone
live.
how much it is? Why does anyone care how much your shampoo costs if it's broken?
Girl, you need to know how special she is. Hello.
Girl,
Hello.
well, let me tell you something, because Wonder Woman blows your ass out of the water. I room with that bitch. She's got the whole Olaplex line. You ain't got shit. She's got like $200 bottles of fucking hair products, all right? Trust
Okay,
me.
You know what? I don't use hair products except for like my shampoo and conditioner,
Mm-hmm.
which is, under $10 for the pair of them. And look, baby. Look. Okay, I get it's curly, but look at that shiny, bold, beautiful. That's
Yep.
beautiful.
No, I
That's
agree.
Beautiful.
I just bought the purple shampoo and conditioner for the first time because I'm getting ready to dye my hair again. So I thought I'd take care of it properly this time instead of just cold showers or cold washes. I keep watching. They keep putting different gifts up in the Discord. If y'all aren't in the Discord, make sure you get in there. I tell you what, at night, I just love watching the Discord and I just react. Oh, shit! Oh! I haven't watched this back. Y'all want to look at what I'm freaking out about so you don't just think I'm a stoned idiot? Hang on, where is Discord? There
That's
it
right.
is.
Simon says it seems like for a few days she was wearing the same red top for someone that was supposed to have so many clothes. Susan Fairchild says Gidgy Cat Lady on Alpha. Fupa said she was going to make Phantom's life hell. Do you think she'll be paying him back? What do you think she'll do? I believe she said on a different stream that she is not going to pay him back. And
Boy,
then she
she's-
argued with the amount she had already agreed prior to with Phantom about how much to pay her back.
Yeah, I think if she said she owes him $1,000, she should probably pay him back $1,000. I don't know, because I feel like, okay, so there's the 300 here, another 300 with Walmart, so we're at 600. I know that he was buying you food every fucking day and that shit was expensive, so come on, you gotta give at least, another $200 for food. We're at what, 800? 200 for pain and suffering, bitch. Just call it a day. Give him the $1,000 and clear your name. I mean, that's what I would
Okay.
do.
So Keem said he was going to be docking her pay in the end since she was doing all that. Tropic just called my hair Billy Ray Cyrus locks. Tropic, I can't help that my hair's curly, right? That like, come on, bro. That's shiny, beautiful, movable hair, right?
It is movable. Mine is filthy. I am getting ready to take a shower after this. I haven't washed my hair since day before yesterday.
I do need
I take a
trim. I'm
shower
really
every day,
hot.
but I'm trying to do every other day with my hair. It's a bad habit. I have always washed my hair every day, but I'm really trying to break that habit. It drives me nuts. I have to use dry shampoo. I just don't like the feel.
That's right. Your hair is like mine, and mine is Aussie shampoo, $7.50 for the pair. Whoop!
I'm seeing gifts that I haven't seen. I was really fun. Now, I just took that edible, and I'm not going to lie. There are definitely 2 of me on my screen right now. But, fuck it. We've got to be close to over our time. I don't know.
I was gonna say, let me check Hero.
Oh,
Hero.
we're fine. Okay,
Oh,
as long
Scott,
as
real
I
quick.
made the 2 hours, Kim can't say shit if I get fucked up. Now, fuck him.
Okay, so Foxy Mama says we are going at this time for Fluff. I'm streaming from the airport, so I guess we're supposed to redirect to Fluff.
Oh shit! Look at her go. Go for it. She's such a little badass. I do like Foxy.
Y'all don't have Aussie shampoo in Australia, Auntie Bunny?
Nuh-uh.
That's crazy.
What? The purple
It's a real
bottle,
tea.
right?
That's the real tea here. They don't have Aussie shampoo.
That
in
was the
Australia.
best tea of the
Do
night.
Do y'all say, put the shrimp on the barbie? Isn't that what they say? Put another shrimp on the barbie. Hi, Tina. One and only neighbor D, Tina D.
No
Hey.
shit. She better not be awake. Is that Tina?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Tina.
You think that I would make that up? They're like, I would just be like, you know what? I'm really going to fuck with Gidgy tonight.
No, Tina just
Oh, you don't
knows,
call it shrimp?
Tina knows when I'm having a bad day. She's like, all right, I'll come help her.
Oh.
Tina's good to me.
Put
She
another
is.
shrimp on the barbie. That is the worst Australian accent I think anybody's ever done in the entire history of mankind, even before Australia existed. Thank
So-
you, Tina. She says it is. She agrees with me.
Let's see. Fluff is going live early, like in a few minutes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, since that's not their normal time, I don't have to end right away, right?
Well, I mean, give them a few minutes. She's going from the airport.
Okay. All right. See, I'm not trying to keep anything fucking yo mama. Fucking ow, that pissed me off. I'm that selfish like Gidgy. Fuck you! Alpha's just as fucking small, you cocksucker! Like,
He
he
also,
takes
like-
shit and I swear to God, his clip. See, why am I even talking? You know what?
He literally called you a big fat bag of shit, and then said how bad it was that Steak talked to women the way he talked to them. But it's okay for Yo Mama because he does it over the internet instead of to their face.
Right.
And then said that if a random woman was at a restaurant and didn't have her husband, that it wouldn't be okay because he couldn't fight the husband. Like, I don't
What?
know if you know this, but I can fight you better than my husband. My husband would be taken aback. He'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Me, I would grab a table and probably hit you with it. I know, because I did that before in my lifetime. You know? Like, it was so disrespectful to me to be made to feel like I'm not equal to any man or like I'm not a person in the LCU, right? I'm in the LCU. Shit talk me, baby. Shit talk me, and I'm going to give you that energy right back because I'm just as smart and I'm just as big and I'm just as fucking bad as you are. Better. Click it, clock it, flip it, flock it.
I think we have a new reaction channel.
PR network.
I mean, seriously, why not? Because I would love to show what Yo Mama shows and then show the full clip. That would be fun. If we showed the full clip when he takes the clips and does them out of context or clips them right at a certain point.
Here's the thing. He only likes co-hosts who are weak women. Who do you think his next co-host is going to be? So he could just he likes to railroad right over a woman. Make them do things like he asks them questions that aren't of their culture so he can make sure that they aren't going to know that information. Like he probably doesn't know information that's part of their culture. So he can make a fool out of them or, put plungers on their head and call them all kinds of names. But it's okay. It's over the internet. It's not in person.
So only if it's in person, it's bad, right? Yo Mama
Right.
can do all the wretched, heinous things he wants and say all the nasty things he wants, but that's okay.
Yeah. Because it's not in person. It's over the internet.
Crazy. I guess it's probably a good thing I don't watch him more than I do, because I would probably find a lot of hypocrisy in that.
Grab your broom, says Yo Mama was trying to
love
get
grab your
Fuba.
broom.
My God, please let that happen.
Wait, what?
Please let that
Oh.
happen. Let that happen. Please.
Now, chef's kiss. You know what? You just gave me sweet dreams. I love grab your broom. I love a good. I have a lot to learn, right? I have a lot to learn because I'm not the best at monetizing, and I know I'm not. But I agree with Yo Mama on one thing. when you put on a good show and you're talking about stuff people want to talk about, they're going to participate in it. They're going to be here. Like, how many people are here right now? Let me look. 366 people, and it's 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right?
Love you too, Nick. Yeah.
TV Nick.
But here's the thing. He's been making the kind of money he's been making for 2 months.
Yeah.
Right. And before then, he put goals up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember lots of goals, like for cheerleading outfits and dancing streams. Fun stuff, absolutely.
I remember, because he was talking about people who have a ton of goals on their screen, I remember when he had an entire gold menu between him and Glammy.
That was so ridiculous. It was so... oh, my God.
But it was like 6 weeks ago. So, of course, that's one from the memory.
That is so... God, you are good. Oh, shit.
Baby girl, I would like to do an entire fucking episode. I love... Like, don't get me wrong. I love Yo Mama.
I know you do.
He has so many different styles of presentation of information. He catches really great things.
Absolutely.
And he's very comedic when he shares it.
Yes,
But
agreed.
here's something. I don't like sensationalizing or lying simply for content. I don't like creating false narratives solely so I have content.
Thank you, Auntie Bunny. We appreciate that very much. Sorry.
That's what I don't like. It's what drives me crazy. Because imagine if that man didn't sensationalize or lie for content. How incredible he would be. He wouldn't just attract an audience of the people who feel like they're resentful and anti-Keem, right?
Right.
He could bring the entire LCU together.
Yeah, he could. No, he could.
He could have the power of the original Rewind in its first 3 months.
Absolutely. But he's not going to.
I'm just saying.
I forgot all about that tonight when he was talking about people that have goals. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I tell you, my husband was so annoyed with me because, of course, I had to go back and watch over it after I put the kids to sleep, and I'm like watching it, and I'm sitting there like everything he keeps saying, I'm like, but and see, he loves our original, like, okay, obviously we've been here since it was a podcast, like not live on air or anything,
right.
You know, I mean, we've been here the entire time this entire project existed in all of its modes, okay? But even when the like, I don't know what, 4 months before he had a position in the LCU, when he was just biting to get in, and he would just come into a Becky and Tina stream and just do like a thing, and then he would leap out or come onto live and just do like a really great skit and then leave. You know, those... we loved him. He was our favorite. Do you remember when we started Rebels and it was the presidential race?
I do.
I didn't care what you had to say. I didn't care what Roxy had to say. I didn't care what anybody had to say. Everybody was ball washing Billy and just being like, oh, God, let me gargle them. And I was like, no, Yo Mama, he'll bring chaos. He's so comedically funny. He has so many ways of presenting information that I love to watch.
No, I agree. Absolutely. He is very entertaining. He is very good at this when he wants to be. But I feel like sometimes he cheats a little bit and, like you said, sensationalizes something or flat out lies about something. Do I think he doesn't tell the truth? Of course I don't. I know he does about a lot of things. He also points out stuff that I don't know he needs to point out. You know, like the shit with saying that Steak is a yes man. I just need to know what CEO would want someone next to him that isn't willing to do the things that he's asked to do. Like, I've heard Steak go back at Keem. We've all heard it. I heard it this week when they were bouncing ideas. I mean, they're both very creative men that sat at a table.
Okay, PP Bravado, you say show proof of the lies, and I'll tell you this. There was a day when Gidgy was gone. It's while I wasn't technically on this show. Luna ran the show for her, and Pesci was still here. I came up because they were having a little bit of difficulty, and while I was up here with them, Yo Mama came up here, and he talked to them and did their little thing, and then I stopped him, and I said, Yo Mama, let me ask you some questions and talk to you. And he admitted with me that he sensationalizes and lies. I mean, I could go through and start like documenting lies for you, but instead, why don't you believe his own words? You can find that thing. I can clip it for you. I had the clip of it the other day. But I'm telling you, why don't you listen to the horse's mouth tell you? Okay? For example, there was a time where he talked about Gidgy. She had talked about her ex-husband on Queens. She had talked about how they'd had a night where they were drunk and high, where the police got called, and then like the police left, nothing happened, whatever. And he decided to add on to the story that the police took away the husband. The police took him and put him in jail. That's why he never saw Scooter as a child, and that she was happy about it.
I never corrected it because it wasn't worth it.
But instead, all she did was talk about the night. They got drunk, they got high, they were arguing. She called the cops. They left without doing anything because they could tell she was drunk and high and acting stupid. You see the difference? Sensationalizing and lying for content. Simon, thank you for your Rebel Gift membership.
Thank you, Simon, very much.
Auntie Bunny, thank you for your Rebel Gift membership. If any of you got a gift membership tonight, please think who you got them from. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I'm going to tell you. I say things about people like Tina. Tina and I, we have beef. But do I say good things about her? Yes. Do I say critiques of her? Yes. Because I believe in the truth. Twiggy, how can I help you?
Are y'all live?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, continue your conversation. I just got a question I got to ask y'all in a second.
Go ahead.
What's your opinion on whiteface?
Well, generally, we are not an oppressed minority, so I don't really give a fuck.
Agreed.
Well, I disagree.
Why?
Okay.
I think it's inappropriate to mock anybody's culture.
Okay.
Where anybody comes from, what anybody looks like, Gidgy.
Okay, that's that whole new age shit that you know I'm not down with.
No.
It's okay.
You know who Drewski is, right?
Yes.
The comedian? Well,
No.
He dressed up as Erica Kirk. All right? And it's not like I thought people were going to be mad because he was mocking a widow. This is just what I told my stream. I'm live, by the way. Say hello to Nuts.
Hi, Nuts.
But that's what I was
Rebel
telling.
loves
That's what I was
you.
telling my stream. And then no, everybody's mad about him mocking a widow. He did whiteface.
So they're not upset about the white
Twice.
face. How did
I
he?
got confused for a second.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
I mean, are you mad at the Wayans brothers?
No, they made Scary Movie.
Okay, but
Okay,
they
but
also
they also
did
did
white
whiteface.
White
face.
chicks. Yeah, but white chicks make sense, okay? Because here's the thing. No. In the context of the movie White Chicks, it makes sense because they're undercover, okay? That's something realistic. The CIA would do something like that. They would.
This is Twiggy. Imagine this.
No, like-
oh, dude.
No,
Hang on.
okay,
I'm not.
Like, so imagine,
The
right?
edible is kicking in.
If I was African American and I was employed as a clown.
Oh, fuck. I can't
clown-
be here
cla-
for this.
Clowns can be any culture, any race. What are you talking about?
God.
Well,
Clowns
it's
don't
a realistic
discriminate.
situation,
Clowns-
and
No,
I have
it's
to paint
not.
my face white.
But I'm.
No, but that's not white face. It's completely
It's
different.
white on my face, and if I was African
It's not
American.
just plain white. Like, even
God.
mimes will have little black dots. That's what differentiates white face.
So was the comedian's face plain white, or did he have blush and mascara and eyeshadow and lipstick?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because he was mocking an actual living and breathing white person. Okay? In that situation. In the other one, he was making fun of redneck culture. Okay? And that is kind of an oppressed group of people, if I'm being honest with you.
No.
Especially
no
in
way.
Appalachia, yes.
I
you
don't know about
kidding
no
me?
Appalachia, but I live in motherfucking Texas, and us rednecks are the motherfuckers everywhere around here.
All right, well, Texas rednecks don't even really count.
I can't
Bullshit, I
type.
got a
They
long
don't.
firearm in my car.
That don't matter. I
Go
know
pick
people
up a
with
deer
illegal
on the
sawed-off
road.
shotguns that were grandfathered in from their parents'
Hello?
parents.
Hello?
And I also know people who like literally eat roadkill. Do you eat roadkill?
I have.
Well, then you were oppressed at that moment.
Oh my God, Tiny, that is so good. Wait,
No,
wait.
it just didn't cook.
Drewski
Somebody else
posted
did.
his grandfather, and he's white.
I mean, I could say
So
I'm
is it
Asian
really
because-
whiteface?
I mean, technically, I could say I'm Asian because my family's Asian. I got an Asian
What
cousin
family?
by
Okay, what
adoption.
family?
My cousin.
No,
By
that would only work if
adoption?
you were like a
His grandfather. Yeah,
She's
that's true.
Japanese.
That's true.
That's the level of separation they're talking about.
That's true.
The level of segregate what?
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, see, I'm not funny. by
My
myself. I need
twigger.
somebody to
My
interact with.
twigger. Where's Tommy? What is going on with Tommy?
got fired.
Oh, he did not.
What?
No, he did. I'm
Shut
serious.
No, he didn't.
I'm being dead serious.
There.
Keem hopped on live on air and he's gone.
Tonight?
You haven't heard about this?
On Nuts?
Yeah.
No, we've been doing a show at the exact same time as you. Why didn't you tell Keem
Keem
to
would. There's
bring us in?
no way Keem would fire
He is
Tommy
fucking-
C.
No,
trolling us.
I'm being 100% serious, and it's like a trend, right? Because every time I have a co-host, whenever we start to get into a good rhythm and things are going well, gone. And then I'm
Oh wait,
forced
he
to, you
just
know-
fired him from Nuts, not from
I
Cafe.
think he's fired from both. I think he got fired from Nuts because of what he did on Cafe this morning.
What did he do on Cafe?
Oh, he
I don't
basically
know.
said that Brantley controls Keem and Brantley's controlling the LCU and he's going to get fired for saying so.
Oh, well.
Wait, what? What did he say? I'm sorry, I was reading something tough.
Oh,
What?
I wasn't watching it.
Wait,
I did.
what?
Oh, I watch it. It's like a TDLR is basically Brantley controls Keem and Keem is going to fire Tommy C for saying that Brantley controls Keem in the LCU. I mean, that's a TDLR. TLDR. I don't know.
Christ.
Whatever order those letters go in.
What is his deal with Brantley? Why is Brantley such a talking stick?
It's up in arms about Brantley. Now, I am going to say she shouldn't have been sitting there shit talking and gossiping about what people might be saying in chats about Sweet Tea. And
But
that's from
she's
somebody-
in every chat.
I know, but I mean, she's on Jester's camera shit talking her and gossiping with Fupa. It's just not appropriate. You do that shit somewhere else off camera, okay? That's where you
Okay,
gossip.
okay, all right. I mean, like, there's. Yes, but at the same token, Brantley used to be a host, and there's obvious beef there. So is it really. Okay, yeah, too much Kool-Aid. I get it. I see your face.
Yeah, just a little charcoal, maybe a little.
So
I got
to
a
change the
charcoal
subject,
toothbrush. Go ahead.
to change the subject, ladies and gentlemen, I am like in search of a co-host. I have a few considerations. People are telling me to work with Abby. I just can't.
Hey, I also have like a fence off a board. Would you like that? I mean, it's not going to claim that you're like bothering you and trying to have a relationship, but I mean, it has just about as much input and creativity.
Gidgy can confirm when it comes to me working with women in person or, being outside of work with women in person. I'm very professional.
Yes,
Very.
very.
Well, I'll tell
In the
you
most
that the fence
unprofessional
post
way.
can stand up for itself, so it's a little better than Abby.
Well, fence posts stand.
Wait.
That's a really
Wait.
good
No
job.
Abby
Yeah.
hate. No Abby hate. I
Oh,
like
girl,
Abby. She's a sweet girl.
We didn't even get to that part. Okay.
What
I'll
happened?
tell you right now. I differentiate with your opinion very strongly. I believe on that subject.
You don't love my Abby?
No. She's like a worn-out used shoe, and she's only 19.
I think.
Cat lady, you're being very rude right now.
Ooh, this is what I do.
This is what
It's
Cat
the
does.
truth.
I miss wholesome
Oh,
Miss
she's
Frizzle
gone.
Magic school bus cat
She's
lady.
gone. No, that's
What are you
gone.
talking about? I came
do.
into this host role by shit talking, and I'm gonna live this host role by shit talking.
Cat lady, remember the stream we did together?
Which
back
one?
when?
Oh, the one where you in Denmark like railroaded me the entire way and like did harass the entire chat, shit talked them.
Well, he's
I
out of the
remember that.
question for a co-host for me, but I've also been considering Albert Dan, because he quit gay. So
Well, it's
I
just
thought
on
he retired.
It's just on hiatus until
No.
Pesci comes back.
well, then I'm screwed.
She said he'd do 10 o'clock. Do you want me to be your co-host?
No, I can't work with
I'm
women.
busy at that
apparently.
time.
Why can't you
busy
work
at that
with
time.
women?
Oh
yeah, you are busy
When
at
have I
that
ever
time.
been good at working with women?
Okay.
Some people call their cars good women. Cats
Okay,
say
Tommy.
goodbye.
Okay, see, I'm calling everybody Tommy now because I'm like,
Cats say goodbye.
but no, fuck, I forgot what I was talking about.
Why would you forget what you're talking about? The edible kick in?
No, that was bait. That was bait. Me saying that I couldn't work with women. I did great on Babes.
I was
okay?
gonna say I thought Babes was, and you and I did great. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't work with women. That's so stupid.
I don't know.
He just wanted some compliments, Gidgy.
That's
Why
what
are you
you need.
pleasing
No,
him?
No,
I
he
honestly- I
needs
honestly-
Tina D right there. That's
I
what-
want to work. I want to work with somebody like Tommy. Like Tommy was my ideal co-host. We both are in this for the same reasons.
So
right?
wait, you okay?
We
So
both wanna
what
do
did
the same
Keem
kinda
say?
show.
Why did we not know this? Are there clips?
I mean,
Is
I'm
he
sure
ta-
somebody can go and
Same
clip it.
time.
I'm
So
sure somebody
y'all,
can go
just
and
wait,
clip it.
guys. Does this mean that Fluff is going live from the airport and none of us gave them a redirect?
Wait, is Fluff live?
I don't know.
Hang on. If they're live, I'll
Wait,
give them our redirect.
You
And we'll
can't.
just
You
stay
can't
with...
find the clip
Why?
because Tommy had to switch over OBS to me.
Oh,
it's
so
not
it
gonna
won't
be
be
up
for
until
like
the stream's
hours
d-
until
So
y'all.
y'all are
until the stream's
lying.
done. No,
Y'all
no,
are
I'm being
lying.
serious. No, I'm being serious. But I'm not gonna take the stream down. I'm not gonna take the stream down.
No,
So if the
but
stream-
when they switch off whoever's handling
Any
OBS,
criticism
Yeah, it'll be
it
up when
won't
it
felt
post
like
until like a
just a
few
big,
hours
fuck
after you
you.
finish
Yeah,
the
and I
stream.
But it'll unless somebody else touches it. I'm not messing
Right.
with it.
And before I went to fat
Genuinely.
camp, we were talking about
Don't
how, it doesn't
don't
seem
leave.
like it was as great as
I'm
it
making
was
sure Fluff is
last-
in. It's in there. Let's send our people. Twiggy, stop capping, said Tina.
I'm literally not.
Tina, you're so sweet.
Tina
Justin
always
told me-
has to try to make me.
What?
No, there was no live today, Fiber Arts. There was no live today.
There was no live. There was no buzz. There was no
Brewy
jester.
Cow says it didn't happen. He was watching. So you were watching both of us and chatting in both of us. I feel very cheated upon. I'm
I
just
do
gonna
that.
say.
Person's gaslighting you guys and just trying to make
Oh.
me upset.
Look. It would have been all over the Discord.
I didn't drink all stream, so this is new.
Okay, because that's.
Ask in Discord. All I see is Kalo taking. Kalo. I love my Kalo.
But did Breadstick get a piercing or a tattoo on his member?
What?
Oh.
We
Y'all
didn't
didn't let
reach
him
it.
do that? Oh, he didn't reach the goal. Nobody wanted to see that? I'll
Well, we
tell you
couldn't-
from experience, I didn't want to see it
Well,
when I
it was
saw
kind
it.
of like it was kind of hard. Like we couldn't really push anything because I had a whole plan to talk about like Phantom and Ultra, right? And I just couldn't. Every time I tried to, it's just names that I don't want to talk about being mentioned. And it was like I didn't even know the context, right? I watched Cafe for like 5 minutes this morning. And while I watched it, the only thing that I remember from it is somebody asked Batgirl if she was a swinger. She said no. And then I commented, only way you'll catch me swinging is with a rope around my neck, which I thought was good. Thought it was a pretty good joke. But, like, I don't know what to do. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm literally, like, if... I'm thinking about dipping.
You're not dipping. Shut up. No, you're not.
No, I'm
Dippin'
totally not.
Dots?
You know I'm not going anywhere.
Ta-
But no, he's
no.
actually gone.
No way.
I
don't buy it.
I love that ice cream, Dippin' Dots.
Oh.
Right?
Tommy
Gone. And
Z
my
is.
I've lost all my viewers too, all of them.
Oh shit! We gotta. Okay, hang on. Let's go to nuts. We're gonna redirect Rebel to nuts.
No.
I mean, not nuts.
Keep
Fluff.
your show going.
Fluff.
Keep
No,
your
I
show
can't.
We gotta go to.
I
we've got
gotta
to
give
send the
Fluff.
redirect.
Fluff is live. I did not know Fluff is live. You can keep nuts live, but there's no ace. You're fine to keep nuts live, and we'll hang out with you.
I'm so confused.
Just
Thank
hang
you.
on.
I have to go
Gotta
live another.
pee.
I have to go live until 5 a.m.
Okay.
I have to work
No,
tomorrow.
just
It's on Texas time.
Send to Fluff. Send to
Let's just go to
They said
Fluff.
50 to extend.
Oh, you got to stay then.
Oh.
Yeah. I got to send to Fluff.